Hello and welcome to At Brookings. I'm Gigi Hinton. We begin this week with good news from the Federal Reserve. In an address before Brookings' audience, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke says that the recession may indeed be over. We'll have that for you. Then we'll hear from Secretary of State Hillary Clinton as she previews the United Nations General Assembly meetings and shares with us the administration's agenda for these critical talks. We'll have all that next at Brookings.
This is At Brookings, a review of news and events for the week of September 14th, 2009.
1 year after the financial crisis in the economy began, Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke told a Brookings audience that it's very likely the recession has ended.
The arithmetic is that unless the economy grows, significantly faster than its longer-term growth rate, it'll be relatively slow in creating jobs over and above those needed to employ people coming into the labor force, and therefore the unemployment rate would tend to come down quite slowly. So that's a risk, that's a possibility. Of course, there are risks on both sides of that forecast. We could have a stronger recovery, we could have a weaker recovery. But if we do in fact see moderate growth, but not growth much more than the underlying potential growth rate, then unfortunately unemployment will be slow to come down. It will come down, but it may take some time. Obviously, that's a very serious concern, and that's one reason why, even though from a technical perspective the recession is very likely over at this point, it's still going to feel like a very weak economy for some time, as many people will still find that their job security and their employment status is not what they wish it was. And so that's a challenge for us and all policymakers going forward.
The United Nations General Assembly is meeting in New York, where member countries will discuss a wide range of pressing issues. Prior to attending the talks, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton spoke at Brookings about the administration's goals for the meetings.
We are not, quote, shelving missile defense. We are deploying missile defense sooner than the Bush administration planned to do so. And we are deploying a more comprehensive system. We are not reducing our capacity to protect our interests and our allies from Iran. By contrast, we are increasing that capacity and focusing it on our best understanding of Iran's current capabilities. And most of all, we would never walk away from our allies. We have recommitted ourselves to our Article 5 obligations under NATO. We have sent that message in bilateral and multilateral settings, from the president's and my trips to every other encounter and venue that we have been in over the last many months. We are deploying a system that enhances the security of our NATO allies. It actually advances our cooperation with NATO, and it actually places more resources in more countries.
At Brookings is produced by the Brookings Institution. To learn more about the issues discussed on At Brookings, visit our website at brookings.edu.